Hello and welcome back to Cultist Simulator, the Mariner mod for, I believe this is episode 8. A new recording session, and where were we? We had just unlocked Copenhagen, if I'm... No, wait, not that. We unlocked Baruch and Sons, and thus we're heading towards Copenhagen. We unlocked it from a random event. Do we want to go? So, right, before we unpause, we have a Season of Suspicion coming up. It wouldn't be the worst thing to hit. I know it's not ideal, but yeah, we have a passenger, which is all we're in store for. I'm thinking, right, if we have time to try and encounter the Raconteur network. Let me pull up my little cheat sheet. I clicked the wrong button there. I don't know if that fucked up the recording. If it did, there'd probably be a cut. It's the right one. No, that one there. There we go. If you hear chainsaws in the background, by the way, sorry. I should probably just start. Let's do this. And then immediately pause, as I think, what are we doing? Fuck it, let's go to Copenhagen. That and that. Oh, forget. Avoid all that notoriety. Yes, I'm having to record at a not ideal time. Next door are doing some construction work, and I am basically going to another country for a week, so I need to get a few episodes. Oh, I want to get a few episodes backlogged. Heart or Grail? Well, here's some cooks and a song. Yeah, going to another country, which I keep forgetting the name of. It's that one that stole all the shoreline from Bosnia. I'm going to look it up again, don't mind me. My geography is terrible. As we're just moving along. Sailing, that's the word. Croatia, that's it. I didn't want to say Cyprus. I keep saying Cyprus. But yeah. Winter, we can do that. We have some of this. Raised fists and raised voices. I leave my quarters to find my men squared off on the deck, solving their grievances in a manner that is older than human speech. I could still their actions with Winter's authority. I'm not sure if we've read that before, or if that's a new event. The dogs are being noisy. Sorry about that. Cold spell. Another one of those, eh? And here we are. We have arrived. Our cannoneer is sadly considering leaving us. Not the worst thing. Got some funds from our cargo. And I just realised we completely forgot to actually pick up our passenger. Oops. Oh well. They'd have given us some money, which would have been nice. But hey, now that we... I guess... Are we able? No, we won't. We aren't able to pick up a. We'll try this, but we're not able to pick up another person while he's with us. You know, we're not going to pay to try and keep him around. We'll just pick up another crew member. we would like to explore Baruch and Sons. A recommendation and a request. Mr. Ilben Yaya, plural, eyes scan the letter of recommendation I bring. High praise, and I am in need. He looks sternly through his gold-rimmed glasses. My family does not deal with strangers, as you may understand, but if you can supply me with materials I need, I will permit you entry as a collaborator. Bring me the spiteful resin from the Idanga forest, and I will supply you with instruments attuned to glory. Cool, so I guess we don't even need to do, like, technically we didn't need to come here first, we could have gone straight to Idanga forest, but that's not something I remembered from last time. Yeah, so what do we want to do here? We want to pick up more yeah, it's worth picking up cargo. We're going to lose our cannoneer. Actually, yeah, he does have Forge and Edge, so it probably would have been a smart idea to try and pay him to stick around. Oops. Oh well. We convinced him anyway. Bargained with. I've already bargained with this crew member to convince them to stay with on board. The next time they decide to leave, it'll be harder to convince them again. Understandable, but hey, you have him now. Yes, if I recall, Edge and Forge might be of good use to us in Idanga Forest. Though we do have our toolbox, we'll be fine. Yeah, let's try playing to the crowd, shall we? And picking up some cargo and exploring with Half-Heart. That just, yeah, storage trade. I forget how we upgrade our winter aspect. That's good. We would like 2, however. Cargo, we would like 3. Let me just double check muses and such. Talkable delivery recipient. I think we need to fulfill his missing muse. And I forgot to look up how we pick up the Sunken City mystery, because I think we got a clue towards that last time. I'm gonna have to do some watching back of old episodes. Yeah. Nope, we are in Copenhagen. A familiar story and a familiar name. Ooh, got a book. One day, on a day as all others, as my ramblings took me past the statuesque Royal Danish Theatre, I noticed an old weather-worn bill. It depicts a woman, arms outstretched to the sky, head cast back in agony or ecstasy. It is a striking image, but with it I also noticed the name of the composer, Harold Blomqvist. Poster for Devotion of the Voiceless Havfru, a debut opera inspired by a statue in the hometown of its composer. Okay. So we can talk to Harold about that. He'll give us another book. Oh, sorry, story to add to our collection. I keep calling them books because obviously that's what the image is, but yes. More Ring of Insight. We'll stick with 2 for now. I don't want to pick up too much notoriety in 1s. We got lucky with that, but it's going to be absorbed. So, what are you going to do? Get some rumours, eh? We got plenty of thrill, so we're not in too much of a rush out of here. We keep drawing odd corners though. I'm definitely doing this right, I think. And let's talk to him about his recollection and a reprise. You want to know about my opera? Yes. He has some rumours. We're all good. Nope. We'll head it eventually. Back to back. So good thing we didn't have a second notoriety on the board, as they would be a bit more annoying. I'm sure you can find the score somewhere, but don't bother. It's trite and an embarrassment to the art form. His eyes follow the curves in the plaster on the ceiling. But I'll talk the libretto through with you. It was an adaptation, yes, but an adaptation to a truer form. We have a voiceless devotion. A young mermaid traded her voice for feet, so she could win the love of an air-breathing prince. She danced for his enjoyment, never faltering despite her painful limbs. When she was inevitably refused by the prince, her sisters urged her to take revenge, but she decides on a path of self-sacrifice. And I realise I don't think we've recounted this before. Maybe we have, I don't fully remember. I know we've recounted Voiceless Devotion and the Travels of the Centipede in the previous game playthrough. There once was a low city which wrenched its existence from the waters of a bitter sea. This is the story of its final days, before it was drowned with all souls but one. Got it, that was our clue towards the sunken city that made me realise that we haven't picked up that mystery yet. Yeah. We are not getting lucky with Raconteur Network right now. That's fine. It was that sea that they... have I missed anything? There once was a city crowned by the dikes on the edge of a bitter sea. It was that sea that they relied upon for their livelihood, and that sea that took from them the lives of many of their fishermen. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that right. But the king... I'm doing it wrong, I just realised. But the king's daughter was taught in the ways of sorcery in the House of Albion, and she shared her arts with her father. Together they supplicated the sea, and the city prospered. But as their ambitions grew, so grew the sea's hunger, so more and more they gave. Of all the dark tidings, even the birds took note. One day a stranger came to town, a foreign royal from beyond the sea. He dazzled the king and courted the princess, and then he would leave again, coming and going with the tides. As the seasons passed, their courtship formalized, but then, in the height of summer, he vanished. 6 moons passed without a word. The princess was grief-stricken and mad with longing, pining away in her palace. She was unable to perform her duties to her father or to the sea. Then, under the first quarter moon, a kite landed in her window and delivered a message from her love. She rushed into the night to meet him at the sea gate locks. A whisper came to her from beyond the gate. She heeded her heart and did not think twice, not until the white heads of waves came rushing in. The sea, denied of her ministrations in her lovesick folly, rushed into the city's streets and courtyards, ravenous and cruel. Even the princess was dragged down into their cruel embrace. She would have drowned there in the sea's roiling stomach, as was the lot of all her kith and kin, but a moonbeam pierced the water. As the Mother of Mercy took pity on her, she was plucked from the waters and served the Lady of Wounds in both this world and beyond. Okay. That's, yeah. Some information, and I've been foolish with this. Okay. We also have the Dreaded Deluge. Ooh, that's a lot of Wanderlust. I should have read that, but I didn't. Still got rumours, so we're going to avoid picking up more Ring of Insight just yet. Funeral Dirge. Is there anything we want? No, we should be fine. Thinking of anything else we can really be doing with our time, not particularly. Do I have song, a story, What do we have? Heart trapping. We have that and that. This performance will not be complete before the audience joins in. Together we can sustain the energy of this show until the stars flicker out again, and we can sustain whatever other things I may desire to do. I don't know what that means. I think that would give us heart influence, maybe? Maybe we should try something else. I can try the Trappings of Forge because I don't mind losing them if I have the right story for it. I don't. So it's either Trappings of the Heart or nothing. I'm quite curious. Why not? I can trade for stories, can't I? There's one Forge. Heart and Grail, 2. No, that's in London. Copenhagen. There's Winter, 2. Oh, but I don't have the trapping for that. I'm being dumb. Well, I'm curious, so I'm going to throw this in here and let's find out what starting a performance of a heart will give us. I might just lose the trapping, which I'm fine with. Whatever other things it is decided to do. Halfway through the performance, the first audience member joins in with the chorus. Now we all sing with one voice, with no edge between one voice and the next. Now comes the time... What's going on? Now comes the time for me to channel the energy into whatever target I desire. What do you want to convert heart into? Or what can we do with that? I kind of want to do edge in a weird way. I'm not sure if that... Now we all sing with one voice, with no edge between one voice and the next. I'm thinking... a unified heart sort of sing-along song thing. Everyone sing along and enjoying themselves. Cut through it with a vengeful motif that might very well punctuate the sharpness of the edge of it. What other things could we do? Knock, I don't really feel an association with there. Bright motif, again, similar. I would either edge, winter, or grail would be my instinctive. I think I will go with edge just because that's what the text reads for me. The others I'm just, you know, going off my own personal bias or my own interpretation of the aspects. Let's find out. Unless I could do the thing where I put each one in turn to see if it responds. Might as well, though I doubt it. So brute forcing, but you know, if it does respond, I'd be foolish not to check. The bird whose song remembered tells a story about Kavura, who travelled all his life and worked hard to build up wealth. When he was old and rich, he returned to the village of his birth to bring gifts and share in his accomplishments. But on the road, 2 men of his village grew envious of his riches and slew him. They came to town and claimed it was their wealth, but a lamenting bird from the bushes gave them away. He had seen the murder and sang elegies for Kavura, whose name he could not let forget. So yes, this is one we've read before, but yeah. An untranscended performance. Ah yes, this causes notoriety, doesn't it? Oh well. We get back our trappings of the heart, and nothing else really. I forgot to read that. I think I've read it before in the previous playthrough and didn't, unless it's changed. I didn't glean any insight from it, so unless it was that I needed a more powerful aspect, maybe. Season of Reckoning, and that's going to be a thing. Ooh, we have something in the Codex. The Doom of Carice. So this, this is interesting. So if we, I know we've read this before, but if we throw that in there, it might Ecdysis who does not shed her shrouds. I think that's we are unsure. It might be the Veiled Lady. Also, I probably should have paused because we are now not able to get that. Yeah. We don't have time to trade for another story. I could do better, but I didn't. Trade with the New Scandinavian. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of pointless to do it. We don't have the time, but I'm going to do it just for... I looked away and missed it. So there is a revolution of thought. I suppose we can try again. That notoriety is going to get grabbed, so we're not going to sing of any subtle motifs. We can't do anything with this right now. And we've already used the natural world. Anyway. So that adds to our codex. Which you can pause if you want to reread it, but I've already read it out in the past. Yeah. Should we leave? Maybe we should leave. to Idanga Forest. We have a reasonable assortment of crew. The Storm Howls is, ironically, sailing out in a storm is pretty useful because it has some useful aspects to it. Heart and edge. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, we need to finish exploring. We have an investigation. Shouldn't be a problem. We'll be gone before it really... Well, we'll be gone away so long that it'll disappear before we get back. Let's head off. What might we find next upon the sea as we head towards the place where Moby met his end? Knock or moth? Interesting. We have some navigators for that and a song. We can do okay. I'm thinking about the fact that these things stick around, so technically you can wind up with, because you can, with the right trapping, you know, if that had the right thing, you could generate, what's it called, the influences with that. Interesting. Fire in the hull, we call for winter. I could probably be using these times to, you know, be making small cuts through. I try to cut out some of the empty waiting, but I feel that since I have to stockpile a few episodes and whatnot, I might be a bit hasty with my editing, or minimal edits where possible. So yeah, if you're seeing a bit of empty space, apologies. And we have arrived at the forest wall, and I realise we're not quite at the 30-minute mark, but this is a good stopping off point for this episode. As we take on the Idanga Forest, and interesting that oh yeah, there we go. I was thinking there, like, had we lost this Idanga Forest card, had it been traded in for the forest wall, but no, it still exists. It was just hiding from us. Yes, next episode we are going to be taking on the Idanga Forest. Hopefully we don't die. I know that there were things in there last time that didn't have the capacity to kill us, that should have had the capacity to kill us, and, well, hopefully we survive it, and hopefully we escape with a load of loot, because that's always what we go into these things for. I will forever be greedy. But until then, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and hope you look forward to the next one, which I'll be recording right after this. So, until then, peace.